Agriculture Podcast. Man, look who we have here. We got Herm, Hog Pit, in the house with us today. We got a lot to talk about. Appreciate you coming on the
Appreciate you calling me,
podcast.
man.
Oh,
Appreciate coming in.
absolutely, man. I know how busy you are. Running a business 7 days a week.
It's kind of hard.
That's not easy.
It ain't.
That's not
It's
easy. And
not for the
so,
faint of
man,
heart.
for the month of February, we here to salute you and what you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, man. So, man, Herm, tell us a little bit about yourself. The people of Fresno want to know a little bit about, man, who is Herm?
I'm just me, man. I ain't nothing special. I'm just Herman. Just a basic guy trying to make a living,
Yes, sir.
make a little wave. That's about it.
What zip code you repping?
93728, man.
93728.
I was born
Man.
and raised in the Tower District.
Okay. All right.
What they call a Tower rat.
Yes, sir.
You know what I
A
mean?
lot of culture there, though.
First job was Louis Gentile's flower shop.
Oh. I think a lot of us know about that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially people that stay in the doghouse.
Yeah,
That's where they went.
The Louis Gentiles
Wow. So you was putting them together.
all day long.
Man, Herm got the touch with the flowers, y'all.
Don't tell nobody.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of my first jobs, though. Louis Gentiles.
How old were you at the time?
I had my work permit. I was 14.
Wow, yeah, I remember those days. Yeah, I got my first work permit at 14. Yeah, we came up poor. We had to go get the work permit.
You don't understand.
Yeah, I know.
It just looked good.
True.
I didn't see the blood, sweat, and tears.
Man, I went to my freshman year of high school. I went to school with some Jesus sandals on, man. And some socks, some
That's
Jesus
Airwalks.
sandals. And,
Airwalks.
right.
Yeah, and Vans.
Yep.
So yeah.
And now Vans, what, going for $100?
Vans was 19. I think.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
some Airwalks. She was
That's
in the
right.
game.
That's right. No, straight up.
For real.
Shoot, I remember in the sixth grade, I was wearing those California raisin shoes with
Don't
the two
tell-
straps.
Tell him. Tell him. You got it out the mud.
From Kmart.
Got it out the mud. Blue light special.
Right. You remember that?
And the Subway sandwich and the Slurpee.
Oh, man, those Subway sandwiches was on hit. It was something about that bread and cheese.
That's where layaway was. Everybody
Oh,
used to
man.
get layaway.
That's how we got our stuff.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think
Those
about
was
it.
the days.
Come on. You can't get layaway nowhere now.
Nowhere. No, those was the days.
Yeah.
Those were the days. So, man, Herm, share with us, how you grew up. You touched on that a little bit. And then what led to you wanting to get in that kitchen or on that pit?
Man, I grew up in the Tower District.
Okay.
Uh, I had a simple life.
Yes, sir.
Parents both worked. I had a good life.
Right.
I had a good childhood. We
Gotta
used to
get
play
the right
baseball.
choice.
We used to play baseball, sandlot baseball, football. A normal childhood.
You look like a baseball player.
Normal childhood. You understand?
Right.
How I got into cooking was just hanging out with people, coming to the house, cooking.
Okay.
I used to help my grandma, my moms, my uncles. I used to be nosy.
Oh, and nothing wrong. That's how you learn. That's how we learn.
I wanted to learn, you know what I mean? Like, how you doing that? Like, you know what I mean? I just
Right.
I used to love steak.
Yes,
So,
sir.
you know what I mean? So that's how I got into it.
That's not an easy meat to cook.
No, not if you, everybody. Yeah, you can't.
No,
cook
that's not an easy meat to cook.
So I kind of got into it like that, watching the older ladies cook, helping,
Yes, sir.
and then, kind of developing a flavor,
Okay.
playing with food, you know.
At an early age.
Yeah, 'cause I used to have to come home from school in kindergarten, first grade with a key by myself. You know what I
Man,
mean?
trying times.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
A lot of
Yes,
kids,
sir.
a lot of kids get picked up.
That's right.
I had to walk home.
Right. Right. Right.
Open the door and answer that rotary phone and say, "Hey, I'm home."
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Turn my beans off.
Right. Right. From soaking in the water with that low heat.
Yeah, turn my beans off.
Yeah.
Don't burn my beans up.
Right. At an early age.
Yeah.
So responsibility fell upon your shoulders early.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how I learned how to
Challenging
cook.
times.
That's how I learned how to cook.
Yes, sir.
You know, I done burned up a few pot of beans watching DuckTales or something. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
right. Oh man, don't take me back.
Yeah, for real,
Ducktail, that was my thing.
for real. I've been there
Man,
though.
yes sir.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I got into cooking.
Okay,
And then I used to go to these motorcycle events
yes sir.
and pop up and
Halfway meets.
halfway meets. And I don't know, one day I was like, man, I'm gonna do this. You know, I had a little fryer, some tables, and a pop up. You know
Okay,
what I mean? I just whipped it together. Sold out.
first try.
Sold out.
So baseball is your game.
Man, got a hit
You
one.
got up to bat
Man,
and knocked it out the park.
sold out. It used to be so bad to where I used to show up to the Soul Brothers.
Yes sir.
They used to always have a spot for me. They used to give me love, man. Soul Brothers used to give me love. They
Man,
still
shout
do.
out to Show Brothers.
They
Shout
still do.
out.
But they would give me a spot right in front of the door.
So you can't be missed.
I used to have a line.
You must have been that youngster everybody was talking about at the beauty salon.
Man, I used to hang out there.
Right.
You know, so
Couldn't go past the door, but
mm,
when you was old enough to be at the front of the door.
man, they kept me in the front. And I was used to sell wings. I used to just sell like wings and fish,
Okay.
rice pilaf, and like string beans or something. But I was dropping fish and shrimp, fish and chicken so hard.
Yes, sir.
It just I had to, you know, the regular little fryer that you buy at
Right.
Walmart, you know,
Right.
the little propane fryer with the
Right.
rods.
Right.
Wasn't fast enough.
Ooh.
Wasn't fast enough.
So you have to hire some help.
And yeah, we had help. It didn't matter. I had to put 3 or 4 fryers out there. I was dropping fish in one fryer, chicken in another fryer, chicken in that fryer. Then I brought French fries. It was just going crazy.
It still wasn't fast enough.
No, it wasn't fast.
But they waited.
They waited.
Yeah, that's when your stuff is good.
Popping that chicken out. You know what I mean?
Right.
It started being good.
Wow. Man, this at an early age.
Yeah, yeah. They gave me love.
Yes, sir.
I started putting it together.
Yes, sir.
Then I kind of got in. I opened my first restaurant where Watts is now.
Okay.
On
Blackstone?
yeah, Blackstone and McKinley.
Right.
You learn.
Yes, sir.
You know, it was just a dream to me having a restaurant.
Okay.
So the formalities and the this and the don'ts and all that, I didn't know.
Yes, sir.
And I opened that spot up with just the change I had. I didn't even have meat, bro. I couldn't even buy meat. Okay.
Wow. But you had the faith.
Yeah. So this guy comes rolling out on a wheelchair with 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 meat that he's selling, right? And I was like, "Where you get this meat at?" Like, man, I be hitting stores. I was like, "Oh." I was like, man,
So
I'm buying.
you had a meat market
I had a
on
little
wheels.
plug, you know what I'm saying?
Meat market on wheels.
So it was good. I mean, I learned a lot from
Yes, sir.
opening that spot up.
Yes, sir.
And then I had some things happen, you know, in my life that kind of put me out. So like I hopped in a truck, you know,
Diesels.
diesel,
18-wheeler.
coast to coast.
Wow.
And I did that for about shit 13, 14 years
Straight.
straight.
Back and forth from the west to the
Every day.
east, north, south.
Be in New York in 3 days and home in 3 days more.
Wow.
Running hard.
You definitely did that.
28 hours, I'd be home from Oklahoma every week.
You stacking.
Man, it's grinding.
Right.
Quiet.
Right.
But it gave
Independent operator at
yes,
that.
yeah. More than
That's huge.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's a headache, it was fun.
Right.
You know, it's not nowhere in the United States I ain't been.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Back roads,
ain't nowhere I ain't been.
Route 66.
Ain't nowhere I ain't been. Then I can literally say that.
I believe you.
Now truck drivers, you know, they do 10, 11 hours, they going to sleep.
Yes, sir.
Play PlayStation.
In the back of the truck.
You know, we 24 hours. You ain't
Motor don't shut off.
1,000 miles a day for sure.
When you sleep, the motor going.
Man, for real.
Wow.
You don't cut that truck out till you get back home.
Man. Y'all hear it, man. The Herman, don't sleep.
Money don't sleep.
Right.
That's what the old guy told me. That's the only thing that don't sleep.
That's right. That's true.
It's like money don't sleep.
That's true.
How you gonna go to sleep when you're trying to get some money?
Right. So, I mean, 14, 15 years, you out there.
Out there. I done seen it
So,
all.
what happened next?
You be building a dream. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
While you on the road, you thinking.
you ain't got nothing but time. So right, you be thinking, and I was like, man, I just want to get back to cooking. You know what I'm saying? I pop in every now and then. You know, sell some plates. You know, to be good. You know, it was a brand. You know what
Oh,
I'm
so you kept it going.
Yeah, here and there, I kept it going. It was good.
Man, you
But in
nocturnal.
that back of that truck, I was just like, huh, am I gonna do this forever?
Right. Right.
I want to win. You know?
Right.
I want to franchise. I want to own some barbecue spots.
Right. This coming from a child.
Yeah. Yeah, real.
You know, kindergarten.
Yeah, I wanted
with a key.
Yeah.
I ain't never met a kindergarten with a key.
Shoot, I had a key.
Wow.
I ain't got my butt whooped for losing that key too.
Right. I bet.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But
Sandbox got you.
yeah,
The sandbox got you.
yeah. You feel me? Like, but so in back of that truck, I used to drive in that truck. I used to, you know, I need a barbecue pit, man. I need to get back to it. Just one day,
Right.
I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. I couldn't do it no more.
This your about 15 year on the road.
15 year on the road. I think I was on the other side of Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Coming,
Yeah, you way across.
coming back from New York.
Okay.
And I was just like brushing my teeth, and the guy stuck his feet in the seat. Started washing his feet.
He said,
my toothpaste,
I was done.
Toothpaste, my toothbrush. Said, I'm done. That's not a job.
You didn't even pick up a load coming back home. You just came straight home.
I got about halfway and picked up a load.
Okay.
But I was done. It
You mentally checked out.
mm-hmm.
So driving back, a vision. You back on your vision.
I said, I didn't know what I was going to do when I came home.
Right.
I just knew I was done. So I was really like, am I going to sell these trucks? What am I going to do? So I was like, okay, I got 2-3 trucks running.
Right.
So I'm like, man, am I going to keep these trucks going? Or what am I going to do? I'm all right. I can sit home. But I ain't getting back on the road no more.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, Herm, you making good money.
yeah.
You got drivers, you got trucks.
What's the headache?
You run the business.
Yeah, what's the headache?
Yeah, big business.
It's real. And you can
and that wasn't enough. You
can kind of see the market crashing.
Okay.
Loads getting cheaper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Fuel getting higher.
Right.
Right. So I was like, you know what? I'm out of this.
You saw the writing on the wall.
I got on.
Yes, sir.
I think when I got rid of the last truck, I've been home for like almost a little over 30 days. I still have one more truck left.
That's unusual for you.
Yeah. So I was home for like 30 some days. And it was nice outside. My mama's house.
Okay.
And
in the Tower District.
In the Tower District.
Uh-oh.
So my mama was like, what you getting ready to do?
Out the blue.
Yeah, she's like, you ain't gonna get back on the road? I'm done.
Man.
She said, what you gonna do? I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So about the next day, I went to sleep that night. I woke up, I said, I'm supposed to sell food. I'm supposed to get it back going.
Wow.
I went over her house. She was like, what you gonna do? I know that look.
This day 2 now.
I said, I'm supposed to sell food. She, here you go.
Uh-oh.
Exactly. Here you go.
Now, did you get the line? I know you done lost your mind.
I got it with the look.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here you go was that.
Yeah, my mama and your mom might be related.
Hey.
Yeah, right.
Then it was, where you going to sell food at?
Yeah, because not to put your business out there, but you doing some big numbers on every month with all those trucks on the road. Big numbers.
Hey, it was. But I started back cooking on my mama's front line.
Second day, when she gave you that look.
I went and bought a van. I went and bought a raggedy van. It was cool. It was peeling. It was cool though. But I had a vision. You know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
young people might not know that
Yeah,
word raggedy.
yeah.
You might have to
Man,
break
the
that
van.
down. What
Hey,
raggedy mean?
hey, the van was so bad. I tried to go get it wrapped. They told me I had to get it painted first before I got it wrapped.
Oh my
You feel
goodness.
me?
Yeah, that's bad.
But I went and bought a barbecue pit the same day.
Okay.
And I just started getting my pop up game together. So I went and bought like
Now, not no Walmart barbecue pit or Home
no,
Depot.
none of that.
You
No.
talking about a custom barbecue pit,
Well,
a
well,
tank.
yeah. So like when I first started doing her thing,
Okay.
I used her grill,
Okay.
right? And she had a little grill in the backyard. I gave about like 3 slabs of ribs on it.
Okay.
So after
That's
that,
pretty big.
yeah, but
3 slabs.
I needed more.
Right.
So then I went and bought that pit because I was going back and forth with dude. He didn't want to drop the price, and I wasn't going to give him money for it.
Yes,
packing
sir. Negotiate.
it. Yeah. So then when I really started going, I started selling, Thursday through the weekend on her grass. But I stay open to like 2 in the morning.
At Mama House. You didn't get no eviction notice?
No, I didn't, I was
Uh,
popping up over, but I didn't stay there.
right.
She was like, "You can't do this from your house." I done heard that a lot. Nah, you can't do this, mom. Hey,
so,
it turned into
so
something
she hit you
different.
with a rent notice.
Man,
You gotta start paying.
the city shut us down.
No.
The city sent letters to my mama house. Y'all cannot be selling food from the house.
Oh, so you had a lot of people showing up.
It used to be.
They knew you was back.
Hey, it definitely
Herm is
created.
back.
Hey,
Right.
then I did that for a whole year on her grass, and they finally made her told her I couldn't sell food from her house no more on the
Wow.
grass. We had a sitting area. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was set up.
Oh yeah, it was. We had lights. You know what I'm saying? It was lit
It
up.
was right.
It was right.
Right.
It looked like a taco rib, but
Right.
we sell a barbecue, fried fish, fried shrimp, fried lobster tails.
Wait, what? Fried
Yeah,
lobster?
we selling them.
Next thing you know, Mama in the mix helping.
And she watching.
Right.
She counting that money. That's what she was.
Well, shoot, I don't blame her. I'll be doing the same thing. You
But
gotta
yeah,
pay rent
yeah,
on the
real.
1st, 15th, and the 30th.
All she was worried about her lawn. Y'all messing up my lawn.
I heard that. Mama gotta get that replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she taking hers off the top.
What?
Yeah. So you did all the work, but you got paid hourly.
Yeah.
That sound about right.
Yeah.
She wasn't playing
at all.
Yeah,
shout out to moms though. For
man, shout out to Mom, boy.
Yeah. She keep me straight.
That's right.
That's a real backbone.
100%.
We're
gonna get Mama up on here, boy. She gonna have a lot to say.
Ooh.
I know her story different from yours.
A whole lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah, it was troubling times.
We're gonna get your money, Mom. We're gonna get the lawn replaced. Sprinklers. Man, her matter of fact, her gonna swap houses.
Yeah, for real. I love to live in the
He
tower.
going back to the tower.
But yeah, so we did that for about a year, and then I went to the corner.
Okay.
I went down to the corner in the parking lot.
Not the corner.
Yeah, because they kicked us off the lot.
Right.
So when I started selling food in the Tower District, it was only 3 people: me, the hot dog man, and a taco guy named Caesar.
Yeah, because I don't recall no
was
barbecue in the
3.
tower.
It was only us 3.
Right. So y'all shared the corner.
Yeah, the hot dog man was on the left corner.
Wait, was it by the car wash?
No. We were in front of Bobby Salazar.
Oh man, I know he called the man on you.
What? So anyway, so we all set up in
apartment there in a flash.
When I popped this open, it was in the tower.
Okay.
My mom stayed in the tower.
Yes, sir. Heart of the tower.
In the B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we popped it open, it was right there. But when the city gave Jim Fakara, shout out to Jim.
Shout out to Jim.
He owns the Fakara Studios, the photo shop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Jim
amazing photos.
Jim was like, Herman, you can have my parking lot.
So, he loved your food.
Yeah. He's like, come go use the parking lot.
That's a blessing.
So
that's a blessing.
I went to the parking lot. I set up in the parking lot. Kept rocking. and then you get to a point to where like you were like, man, I got to get off this corner. The setup was too much, and
Okay.
then the cleanup was too much.
Right.
You know, so then the tower started getting kind of crazy. So then I was like, man, I gotta get.
Traffic.
Yeah, I gotta get off this corner. So then I got into the gas station.
Okay.
It was cool, you know. It showed me a lot more.
Yes, sir.
You know what they say.
But you brick and mortar
Yeah,
now.
developing your craft.
Yes, sir.
And then from there I got too big for that gas station. I felt like I was being minimized. You know what I mean?
Your
Micromanaged.
customers was just rolling in.
Yeah.
Right.
When you're working with other people,
Yes.
they,
Within a small space.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not,
Especially when your customers ain't
yeah,
buying that
you might want to cut
gas.
the air on, but it's hot over here.
Right.
That type of stuff.
Right.
So I close that one down. You know, and,
Okay.
and then I took another adventure that I'm still working on.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But I was at like my wits end, man. I was like, I had put everything I had into this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like for real, like everything I had, and I just kept giving my faith to God.
Yep.
For real,
Man,
And then
that's so important.
I woke up one morning and I was like, I gotta find a spot, bro. I gotta find a spot. So I'm driving around Fresno looking for a spot, and I met up with this one cat and out by Sierra Vista.
Okay.
I'm thinking about
A realtor.
Yeah, no, he owned a spot and he's wanting to sell his business. So I'm
Okay.
thinking like, oh man, I might buy this business, but it's something. Some just kept telling me no, man. By the end of the day, I found where I'm at now.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And it just came together.
You walked up on that.
I didn't even. I walked up on it.
Yes, sir.
And
Man, that's faith right there. Yeah,
4 days later, I had a lease.
4 days later.
3 days later, I had a lease.
And you've been there ever since.
Yeah, it's going on a year.
And we talking about the Hog Pit.
Man, every bit.
The Hog Pit. Now, how did you decide to come with the name Hog Pit?
I ride Harleys, right? So
Okay.
I like having fun. You know what I mean?
So you like being on that hog?
I like burning rubber.
Yes, sir.
But my guys would be eating at my house, and somebody asked me, "Man, where y'all at?" Just stuff.
Right.
I said, "Man, we at the Hog Pit. You at my house? You at the Hog Pit?"
Yes, sir.
The hog's outside. We want to pit. It's the Hog Pit. It's like, all right.
Man, that's amazing.
That's before the first restaurant.
Right.
I'm kind of going back and forth.
Yes, sir.
That's for the first restaurant.
Yes, sir.
That's how I got the Hog Pit.
Yes, sir.
So.
And you was out in what, Lemoore, Hanford?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you still out there? Okay. So you got a few locations. Okay.
And there's a bar and grill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We're trying to tear the city up.
Man, y'all hear it.
But real quiet, like not being disrespectful or anything like that, but you're just trying to make a wave, bro. We ain't trying to hurt no feelings.
Right.
We just want to give good people good food.
Man, talking about good food, let's talk about your menu. Man, let's let the people know, what is it about your menu and what are some of the hot items that we need to go in there and try.
Man, our tri-tip is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
Our tri-tip is our fish and shrimp.
Your tri-tip's so good that, I know a few vegans that done had to try that.
Yeah, they had to put it on their lips.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah. We might know one.
I think we do.
Yeah, I think
but we ain't
do.
Gonna say that.
No, we can't say his name.
Yeah, no. We gotta keep that explicit.
Right. Her name.
Whoever.
Yeah.
Okay. But we got a loaded fry. They got mac and cheese, baked beans. They come with fries, mac and cheese, baked beans. You can really have your choice of meat, but our common meat is tri-tip and hot link is what we put on the top with our signature sauce. Yeah, it's enough for 2 people to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty reasonable.
Wow. It's enough for 2.
It's enough.
What's the cost on that?
$25.
You serious? I could go in there and get a meal for two for 25.
Yeah, and you might not
Man,
finish it.
that's hard to find in Fresno.
Like our two meats are like 22,
Okay,
and you can pick any two meats. You know what I'm saying?
but this a hefty plate though.
Yeah, man,
It ain't light.
no, man, we
You gotta hold it with two
and you
hands.
gonna eat. I can't send you away home.
Man,
So like,
so I'm walking away feeling like a
my three
hog.
meats are like 32. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
With two sides. Our place come with two sides.
okay.
Our
And what's the size?
we do mac and cheese, baked beans, potato salad, greens, cornbread, rice, pilaf
Made fresh every day.
every day.
I mean,
And
y'all hear it. This is made fresh every day at the
day,
Hog Pit.
every day. We now we cook over there, man.
I like it. I
we
like it.
we really really cook.
I like it. Now I know you do brisket.
Yeah.
A lot of people been talking about your brisket.
Yeah.
That it's unmatched. Now when you cooking that brisket,
So I usually brisket is a signature meat that everybody wants.
right?
So I'm really a Californian.
Okay.
So I really do try to. So
Okay.
I don't like selling brisket to the public because in order for me to win off it, I gotta weigh it to sell it.
Yes, sir.
I don't believe I should have to weigh barbecue to sell it.
Right. Right.
That's not
right.
my thing.
Right.
Everything that is, that's y'all thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just want to give you a healthy plate.
Yes, sir.
It's consistent. I make a few dollars, pay a few bills.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy.
Right.
Happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't trying to get rich.
Right. Right.
You know
You really for the people.
That's
You just want people to feel good.
You know, people would do this for trophies. You know, they have a whole bunch of trophies up. You know,
Right. That's true.
you know,
That's true.
I'm not into that.
Right.
I like seeing people smile when they see me. You know what I mean? That's a trophy.
So is it safe to say, Hearn, that you about feeding a soul?
Yeah. You got to.
There it is.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta feed the people.
100%.
You know, God tell you to feed your people.
That's right.
So if you feed the people, you feed His people.
Right.
He gonna take care of it.
That's true. Now, what sets you apart from your competitors?
That sauce, man.
Oh, wow.
That sauce.
That sauce, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't taste nothing like it.
But we cook over there.
It's addictive.
We cook over there. So, you know, it's just the flavor is there. Every pit man, every pit master, every barbecue house got its own flavor.
Yes, sir.
Mine is just, I give you what I like, my flavor.
Yes, sir.
I can't satisfy everybody.
That's true.
I just try to give you good flavor, good food, and keep that sauce, right?
Right. That sauce fire. I believe you selling bottles now. Man, what those bottles going for?
Like $8.
$8 a bottle, man.
But we don't,
At the Hog Pit.
We don't try to. You gotta come mess with us a little bit to get that sauce.
Right. That sauce addictive, man. Yeah, that sauce. I don't think nobody can find that out unless you give it to them. They've been trying. Can't get close though.
They got it all. They got it all messed up.
Right. Right.
You put honey. You do this. No. You do this. You do that. No. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No. That I can't. You got to sign a non-disclosure to work for me.
Yes, sir.
Because you can't just take this food and go
No. No. Oh man, you give up if somebody figure that sauce out, it's a wrap. Now you got some real competition.
Yeah, because you base your meat with that.
Yeah.
Game
oh my goodness. What?
Yeah, you gotta watch out, man.
Yeah, that sauce fine. But the food is good.
That's the crappy
before the sauce. So I gotta give you that. Right.
So when you come to my counter, whoever's at my counter is always gonna ask you if you like sauce on it. Your attractive salad, sauce on it.
Right.
Anything that we give, you know. But the secret that a lot of people don't understand is that sauce is you can dip your shrimp or your fish in.
I mean anything. I'm dipping my finger in it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's that good.
It's phenomenal.
It's that good. Man, Herc, can you share with us about, what's one of your best customer experiences?
One of my best customer experiences, I'm not gonna say like one of I'll say kind of what happens to me occasionally.
Okay.
Is you get a wanderer.
Yes.
Somebody
It's a newbie.
A newbie. And you we're gonna do this without mentioning names.
Right.
So you'll hear, "Oh, I eat here, I eat there, I eat here."
Oh yeah, you can always get that.
I love this, I love that.
Right.
So when I hear that, I love that.
100%.
You know what I mean? It ain't for me to like, oh, I'm gonna impress this person. I want to see their natural reaction to my food.
Yes, sir.
Because they've been
Right.
everywhere.
Right. Right.
I'm new to
They
them.
done explored their
Yeah,
options.
yeah. I'm new to them.
Right.
9 times out of 10, they back.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
to me, that experience right there is
That's a big percentage.
9 times 10.
Say that again.
9 times out of 10, they back.
Wow. 9 times. Man, that's huge.
So my experience with
Food is exceptional though.
yeah, my thing is I like seeing people eat good food.
And walk away happy.
Yeah.
Fulfilled.
So like trophies, people show trophies. My trophy is like, man, that was real home cooked barbecue.
Right.
That's that real flavor.
Yes, sir.
That's how
Yes,
we
sir.
want it in our backyard.
Yes, sir.
Do you do catering? Yes, we do.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? When you want to take food and share it with your office, your staff,
Oh, yeah.
different things like that.
I mean, you like it.
You like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You want to share your experience with others.
This is really what I do.
Yes, sir.
I don't do nothing else. I'm really not the guy that's gonna be up at the front counter. I'm not gonna be the guy that want to be seen. My office in the back by the pit watching it smoke. That's what I like.
You cooking.
I'm cooking. I enjoy cooking. So when I come in and people realize who I am, they'd be like, "Man, this is good. Man, how do you do this? Can I see your pit?
Right.
Can I see this? What kind of wood you use? Y'all use charcoal? No, man. We really use wood.
Right. Wow.
To start to finish. We ain't got no charcoal over there. We don't got none of that.
And I don't want you to give up any secrets, but when you talk about wood, you talk about special type of wood.
No, man, we use wood, man. Man, I can't tell you what we use.
Right. Yeah, you use wood. Yeah, real wood.
I get a truck.
But I know different type of woods out there, but that's a special wood.
I got 2 or 3 wood guys.
Right.
What's a backup? I get a truckload of wood.
Yes, sir.
You know who cooking, because if he ain't getting that wood like he's supposed to, he
Yeah.
ain't cooking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you gotta have 2.
So you got the science down to this.
You gotta have that wood.
That's one of the key pieces.
Got to have that wood.
Man, y'all hear them.
You gotta have good.
Without the wood, it ain't good.
And good wood. You need
Right.
a good pit.
Now you do your own seasoning?
Yeah.
Since you on that subject.
Yeah, I do my own seasoning.
Okay.
So
ain't no store bought. I mean,
I buy seasoning from the store. Yes.
Right. But I mean, you got your own mix.
Yeah, I mix it together.
That explains it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't just go get some Lowry's and sprinkle it.
Right.
Mix it, I put together.
Right.
To make it happen.
It's something about that Lowry's. You know what it is when you taste it. Right. Wow.
You gotta have to go extra with that.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, 100%.
That MSG is something else. You know what I mean? Good food make you sleep.
Yeah. No, 100%.
They
Yeah,
make
big
you-
time.
Yeah. They make you,
Big time.
So when you're doing barbecue, you got to be able to. You always need a new person, because that's not Subway. You can't. That's not McDonald's. That's not Burger King.
Right.
So you know what I mean. You
Can't come with the same old.
Yeah, people ain't gonna eat that every day.
Right.
So you got to give them something that's good, that's gonna make them want taste that while they sleeping, while they at home.
Yes, sir.
When you put that on somebody, when they go somewhere else, they ain't gonna identify with it.
Yes, sir.
Like, this ain't it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like somebody gave you a fake Pepsi, you would know.
Man, I'll be hot.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you gotta.
We talking about real, authentic, from the Hog Pit.
HP, man.
Right here in the flesh, at the culture.
Had to
That's what I'm
shine.
talking about. That's what I'm talking
You
about.
do it for the who?
Man, for the culture. Man, for the culture.
You do it for love, man.
That's right.
It's all
And that's
love.
what soul food is.
Yeah, all love. All love.
So that's what sets you apart. You in the back,
Yeah.
mastering your craft
Yeah.
each and every time you doing your thing,
Watching my temperatures. Yeah.
and just invest in love in every piece of food in which you touch that goes out to the public for
Yeah,
consumption.
I ain't gonna let my staff give you nothing I wouldn't eat. They know that.
Right, right,
So,
right,
if this ain't what you gonna eat, if this plate don't look like something you would eat, don't you send this plate over.
right. Food got to be good. Man, health department gave them 5 stars, y'all. Food must be good. They ain't been back in 2 years.
Oh, they come. People
Right.
call them.
Oh,
They call them.
I know what that's like.
But you know, they
Competition.
come with it.
Right, right,
You know,
right,
they come with it. I
right.
like when they come. I enjoy when they come.
I hear they walking out with a plate.
I'm getting there. You know what I mean? They sneaking in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
They don't want to eat
Herm, we
nothing.
have to come visit you. Unfortunately, we received a complaint, but
Yeah, yeah, but
we
can you?
slide me one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Right.
I don't mind.
Right.
Just unlock your door. I have my guy go outside and take it
I
away.
mean, Herm, they got to write a report, right? So
Yeah.
they got to write a report on what they seen and taste.
Post it.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, so when I get a report, anything that's written on the report, I'm gonna post it
Right.
for my people to see.
Full transparency.
Nothing. Nothing.
Man.
Nothing.
Old folks call you the real deal.
Man, I love that.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Right. Right.
From them.
Right. Right.
Sneaking around watching them.
Yes, sir. Learning from the best.
Got it from them.
Man, so let's talk about where we see the future of Hog Pit.
Down to 99.
Uh-oh.
See what
So your vision is man, you about to get to some of the those that you once shared the road with.
Yeah,
I know the truckers. Well,
I
man, they would love to get your
I want
food.
the Central Valley. I want Hog Pit to be a household name.
Yes, sir.
Like a staple.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? Like LA got their staples.
Right, right.
So I want to be known up and down the coast.
We talking about franchise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The only thing,
Guess y'all better get in line.
the only thing I'm having with the franchise, I don't want to lose the flavor.
No, don't you definitely don't want to do that.
So that's kind of when people go franchise and they go to open up multiple locations, they lose their flavor.
That's true. That's true. The consistency.
That's the only way I'm gonna win. Like McDonald's, Burger King, Denny's.
Yes.
All that's consistent.
Right.
Your
Right.
Grand Slam gonna taste the same.
No matter where you at. Right.
Your Whopper gonna taste the same.
Right.
Your chicken sandwich from McDonald's gonna taste the same. The Coke gonna taste the same.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to do.
That's what's up. Man, you passionate.
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Man. So, Herm, is there anything you like to share with the community, in regards to the restaurant? I mean, drop something on us, location, pricing, food.
Location is 2599 East Ashland, Fresno, California. 93726. We open 7 days a week. Most barbecue spots ain't open 7 days a week. We open 7 days a week. We close every day at 7. We open at 11. Sundays we open at 12. Get there kind of early because we do get a heavy crowd. You know. Um, Other than that,
And you do catering.
do catering. We can pull up and we can do with every form of catering you need.
Right.
You having a bachelorette party, we can take care of it. You having some bros come over and watch the game, we can take care of it.
Man, there it is.
You having a wedding, you don't want to serve, we can take care of it. So it's all up to you.
Man, we sure do appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you, and man, we looking forward to this continuing, and for the month of February, man, we want to highlight you.
Yeah.
Wish you nothing but the great success, and man, you just keep doing what you're doing. you know, because your hard work,
It'll pay off.
there it is.
Faith is everything.
Right. And you shown that,
You ain't
you know,
gotta
just in
worry
our
about
conversation.
faith.
Man,
Faith
you,
is everything.
cause you definitely walked
Yeah.
away from something big.
Yeah, I walked away from it.
Right.
I walked away.
And now you sharing your love with us all
Yeah, man.
through
Oh,
food.
fucking piece of meat.
Right. That's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
That's why my trophies is there.
That's right. No, real talk.
That's
That's
why I
real
tell them,
talk.
like, I don't want a trophy.
You got walking
Yeah,
trophies.
every
Right.
day.
Right.
I
Right.
give
Right.
trophies every day.
Right. That's right.
What a piece of plastic gonna do for me.
Right. Not much these days.
Come on, man.
But that hard work, that love that you put in that food.
I'm trying to beat him up like Tyson.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we know a little bit about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we know a little bit about Tyson.
Beat him up like
Man,
Tyson. That's all.
you coming in with it.
Yeah. Quietly.
Right? Man, brother, well, any updates, any events that Hall Pit may be hosting or be attending coming up soon?
Yeah, man, I was gonna do Black History Month.
Okay.
Uh,
But the rain came in.
yeah, Planet Vegan got something, man. The brother got something really going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He really for the people.
Another visionary.
Yeah, really for the people.
Right.
Man. You know
Oh,
what I'm
big
saying?
time.
Yeah, big.
No, he really is.
Yeah,
Big
real,
heart.
real humble dude. You know what I mean?
Big heart.
Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore.
No, no. Unfortunately
So
not.
the rain gonna hold us up, but he gonna put it back together.
Right.
And I want to show up and show out. I heard he was doing a rib cook off in there. You know?
You think they ready for you? Well, you like competition.
He was subtle with it.
Okay.
You know? You know, I just like having fun.
So you come in humble and then it's the kapow. Yeah, you a dangerous man. Man, I see.
But yeah, you know, I've been wanting to do some more pop ups.
Okay. Now, what about your location down in Hanford? Any more? You know, Thursday, Friday night. You know, R&B's.
Yeah, we're getting that. Well, since we renovated,
Okay.
so it's like slowly getting back going.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Look forward to that.
it's coming
Yeah.
back soon.
You have the crowd from Fresno going all the way down there.
It's hard to get Fresno to leave sometimes.
Yeah.
So I really pretty much.
Well, it's hard to get anybody to leave when the food good.
So we're pretty much trying to focus that valley.
Okay.
A little more, Visalia.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Get them on it. Fresno's on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Fresno, Madera, and stuff like that.
Right.
They're on it. So let's sync it all together.
Yes, sir.
You know?
It'll be a success. I mean, seemed to be a success when it was going.
Yeah, it's gonna breathe.
Yeah.
You just sometimes you gotta give things time to breathe.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Sometimes we be wanting things to work when we want them to work, and they gotta work.
That's right. That's right. It's never on our time, but it always comes at the right time.
And let it progress.
Yes, sir. Any gems you want to drop on the youngins?
Never give up on your dream. Man. You know, like if you really got a dream or something you want to do, I don't care what it is.
Right. Don't give up on it.
Nah, man, set the goal.
Yes, sir.
Every little goal you set is closer to your dream.
Right.
You know?
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you putting $5, $10 up. Every goal you set is closer to your dream.
That's true.
You know? But keep your goal and your dream in mind.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Don't get sidetracked.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Hmm?
Well, man, Herm, again, we so appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day and week to come join us at the For the Culture podcast.
Yeah.
You know, and we appreciate you sharing your story. As many that may not know, you know, Herm and the Hog Pit.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir. No, it's an honor. Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely gonna do it again because you know you seem to be growing and expanding, and new things are on the rise. Yes, sir.
Just gonna be when we pop a new cigarette out, we definitely gonna show up and sit down.
All right.
You feel me?
Well, man, brother, appreciate you coming on.
Hey, don't say nothing I wouldn't do.
Yes, sir.